The single biggest factor lacking in a child who's going to go astray in their life is the lack of a role model.
The baseball field is a great motivator and equalizer. It affords everyone the opportunity to excel and show what they can do.
If indeed the journey of 1,000 miles begins with the first step, the Cal Ripken Senior Foundation and the Badges for Baseball initiative is making huge strides.
Young people growing up in an area where crime rates are high are not only fearful, but they are discouraged from pursuing their own potential.
Allowing the police in your local area shape the attitudes of all kinds of kids, all races, all ethnicities, is a tremendous opportunity for the police to be seen in a positive vein, and in some cases in the inner cities they're not.
I tell the kids in the youth academy that, if you look on the police cars, it doesn't say, to arrest and put in jail. It says to protect and serve.
And if we can keep things simple on the baseball field and
Badges for Baseball engages kids in positive activities at Boys and Girls Clubs and community-based youth organizations in cities across America. The program pairs youngsters with law enforcement officers who stress that staying in school and away from drugs, gangs, and negative peer groups will place them on a solid playing field for success.
My parents said I couldn't play baseball if I couldn't get that D up to a C, and he made it happen. He helped me get it to a C. So I'm really thankful for that.
Once we mend that gap or build that bridge with them, that they know that they can, one, trust, if they come to us, they can trust us.
When a connection is made between a child and a mentor, possibilities are endless.
They look at the police officer as a friend. I mean, as a role model, as a friend, as a mentor, if you will. And I think everyone that's been involved, particularly in athletics, can point to someone other than your parents that have made a positive influence on your life.
One young man, I'll tell you, he might have been about 15 or so years old, and the guy had a vicious pitch, man. Let me tell you, he struck me out. I was like, oops, this dude just struck me out, man. And I thought that was really, and of course everyone laughed because it was like, oh, you got the police officer.
When you usually see police officers, most of these kids see them on, as people in uniform that are catching criminals. When they volunteer, to help teach them in baseball and teach them some of the lessons of life through baseball, I think it just, it goes a long way into changing that kid's life.
They taught me a lot of things, like how you're supposed to respect yourself and others, and sportsmanship, and not get upset when you lose, and dedication, how you work towards things to get things that you want, and nobody's going to always give you things that you want. You have to work hard to get it.
Badges for Baseball reinforces that every child matters.
Law enforcement people are dealing with children in a context other than standing on a street corner, in this case on a baseball field. Nothing but positive things can come out of that relationship.
There was one little girl that looked at me, and I'm in a police uniform, and she said, "Are you here to keep an eye on us? Are you here to watch us for security?" And I said, "No, we're just here to see the game. We're here for the baseball." And she couldn't believe it.
You have those positive relationships developing. You have law enforcement that are mentors, that are part of the community. They understand the needs of these young people, and they want to be part of the community. And so, therefore, you have a budding friendship.
The environment in school was different. They would come in more to me. I walk down the hallways at lunch, so on and so forth. "Oh, it's Marcus. How'd you like that home run I hit?" Or, "Did you see me catch that ball?"
Badges for Baseball participants receive instruction, funding, programs, equipment, and technical assistance.
Over half of our team had never played baseball before. So we had to teach them how to throw, we had to teach them how to bat, we had to teach them how to catch. And we went from that to winning a championship.
teaching the baseball and the character education and bringing them to the camps and providing the money and the resources and the enthusiasm, the leadership all comes from the Ripken Foundation. We think it's a terrific partnership. It's the kind of model that we want to see really throughout the state in these public-private partnership crime prevention programs. It's much cheaper to fund opportunities for young people than it is to detain them in a prison facility for a year. And so this is not only good government, but it's good for people. And we're just delighted to be a part of it.
Badges for Baseball isn't about a child seeing the world through rose-colored glasses. Rather, it's a vision that every child who is given the right tools to succeed can succeed. It's about embracing the walls that may face them and going around them, while taking comfort in the fact that someone is on the other side to help with their journey.
The state needs to continue to get involved and encourage a participation like this by the private sector, and so to be a wedding between private and public. The fact that law enforcement officials take their time, lend their good name, along with Ripken's good name, to make this possible is extremely positive for the state.
The Department of Justice is always interested in looking at successful programs and promoting them throughout the country. Bureau of Justice Assistance looks at Badges for Baseball as a way to really engage a partnership between law enforcement and youth. And so, yes, we have to step up to the plate. Everyone has to step up to the plate. You know, we often say in crime prevention, it's everyone's responsibility, and this is everyone's responsibility. We've seen a success with Badges for Baseball to grow from 20 states a year ago to over 35 states today. And so when you look from 20 to 35 state increase, that's tremendous.